of your town.
I would also add, following up on Karen's comment, we've had this is the second time we've had the crosswalk issue come up. We've also had our strategic plan where we actually talk about making sure that we have a walkable community, and I think crosswalks fits into there. I also know that there's some important aspects of some, basically liabilities that we could open ourselves up to, and I also know that there's some national policy standards, and I know that there's our existing city code which allows for crosswalks in some cases and not in others. I think that would be a good workshop discussion to at least begin that public dialogue and to look at all the different aspects of that issue. So I would add that to either the discussion topics to be scheduled, or if there's time, to plug that into a near-term meeting coming up here.
Excellent. Councilmember Coffey?
Following up on both of your comments, the only way I see that happening is if we were to schedule another meeting, or if someone is willing to take that on as, an item to study, because we're kind of like booked every Tuesday night until the end of the month. And, I'm concerned because the October 26th meeting, that meeting is packed full of items that are going to be presentation intensive. So unless someone's got the time to research these things, I just don't see it happening before the first quarter.
Councilmember Wilcox, I believe you had a comment.
Yeah, I just want to coincide with Penny Coffey. We get these workshops, and we get these workshops where they're 3.5 hours long, and after about 2.5 hours, we're drained and we're not really functioning well. And to take these and add them to a full workshop already, we're going to be here for another 3. I realize, once again, we have a responsibility to the community. I realize that. It's a very important responsibility, but we can only do so much.
Councilmember Graham? Did you have a follow-up comment just a minute ago before I went to Wilcox?
No.
All right, Councilmember Coffey.
I did have a thought as far as the crosswalks go. Peter, is there any way that you could give us the guidelines or whatever we have in place right now? What is it, the MUTCD? Mm-hmm. Did I get the acronym correct? Wow.
Can you explain the acronym?
Okay, that goes to Peter because I can't remember.
Street is probably the S.
Were you looking for the high level this evening, or? Yeah, from a very high level standpoint, crosswalks typically are only placed at locations where you have a stop control and there's been an identified need. So I believe you're talking about 1 or 2 that we've heard about through the community that don't have that condition. You have essentially through traffic going in one direction. There's no stop control, whether that be a stop sign or street light signal. And so typically, you wouldn't do that if there's no stop control. I believe that's about as far as you wanted me to go this evening. If not, I can describe further.
Do you have something that you could, in a paper or something that you could give to the council members, in their box or something, so we could study it?
I could try to do that within the next week, possibly.
Okay.
Councilmember Westman?
Yes, responding to what Council Member Wilcox mentioned about time, I would suggest that we add traffic calming devices to our 2010 tracking sheet so that we are able to have the administrative input that Councilwoman Coffey mentioned there, and bring it from the discussion phase on up to the point of an action through this tracking sheet, and deal with it that way, as compared to going ahead and putting it into some sort of format for a study session, which conceivably could be pushed on into next year.